Hello dear student, welcome back to Math in grade 8, chapter 1, section 7, which is scientific notation. In scientific notation we need to know some basic things, which is it's already two parts. Between these two parts we have multiplication. Sorry for electricity, it's already gone again. So the first part is a number, second part is 10 power something. This something, it can be positive, it can be negative, it's same thing. It's the same thing. It's your so it's totally fine if it's positive or negative. But this number that you have here, it must be one digit. What do we mean by one digit? If we have 9.54, it's totally fine. But what if I have 95.4? In this case, I cannot call it a scientific notation. A scientific notation is this number that we have in front of the decimal point. It must be one digit. It cannot be two digit, okay? So this number that you have here, it must be between 1 and 10. So it must be greater or equal to 1, but it must be less than 10. It cannot be equal to 10. So that means from 1 until 9, it's totally fine. But when it's become 10, it will be wrong. So what do we mean by this? So let's solve some question. Now, if you take a look, it say translating scientific notation to standard form. So we already know this one is scientific notation, okay? I'm going to change it back to standard form. So for this one, we have two things. When the power is positive, when the power is negative. So when it's positive and negative. If you have positive power, that 0, it will be added in the back. But when it's negative, it will be added to in front. So in the other way, we can say when the power is positive, you move the decimal point to the right side. But when you have power of negative, the decimal point will move to left, to this side. So let's have some question. What do we mean by this? Now, the first question is 3.12 times 10 power 9. If you take a look, the power is 9 and it's positive. Because it's positive, that means we're going to move to the right side. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to rewrite the question like itself. Then I'm going to move the decimal point to the right. 1, 2, how many times? By the power times. Because it's 9, so that means I'm going to write by 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the decimal point will be here. So I need to add here the zeros. By another way, you can say I'm going to rewrite the question. Now I'm moving 2 times. 1, 2. How many times I need to move again to get 9? I already moved it 2 times. So 7 times. So add 7 zeros. It will be exactly the same answer. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So it is 7. So 7 zeros. You can do it also by this way. But what if I have negative? So 1.35 times 10 power negative 4. If you take a look to the book, it's solved like this. We already said when the power is negative, you need to flip it, then open the power, then it will be divided, then move it. But I'm going to teach you the easy way, which is when you have negative, you will take a look to the power, take a look to the number, write the number without any point. So what is the power? The power is 4. It's negative or positive? Negative. This one is for negative, not for positive. For positive is different. But for negative, because the power is 4, so you're going to add 4 zeros and put the decimal point in the first 0, and it will be the answer. So it's a fast way for solving this kind of question, which is negative and positive. So let's see another question. Now The other question is 3 point, no, this one is power 4. I don't want to do power 4 again. So this one, 4.05 times 10 power negative 6, which is question number 23. The question say, change them to standard notation. They are already scientific notation because the first number is greater than 1 and less than 10. Correct. So the base is 10. Yes. The power, we have power. Yes. So now if I have something like this, what I'm going to do, because the power is negative, that means I'm going to go to the left. I'm going to write the number. What is the power? It's 6. So I'm going to add 6 zeros. We said the point will be in the last 0. This one will be the answer for negative. That's how you're going to do for negative. What if I have positive? We did like this. Let's solve another question for positive. So 1002 times 10 power 6. If you take a look to this one, it's 6. So what I'm going to do, in this case, I'm going to move the decimal point to the right because the power is positive. So how many times I need to move the point? 6 times. So 1, 2, 3. I move it 3 times. How many? And there is no number. Then how many more times I need to move to get 6? Of course, 3. So that means I'm going to write this one like itself. I already moved it 3 times. How many times I need to get 6? 3 times. Sorry about the electricity. It's Kurdistan. This kind of thing will happen again. So I hope you see this one. So now, yes, it came back. Then that's how you're going to do negative power and positive power when we change from scientific to standard. But let's change it back. What if the question asks for standard to scientific? What are you gonna do? In this case, we have 2 things I want you to know. The first one is, if number is bigger than 1, if number is bigger, so we already used it bigger, sorry, smaller than 1. This one is can be bigger than or equal. So for these 2 notes, what do we mean? If we have bigger, if you have smaller, oh, there's nothing like this. Okay, so no need. I'm going to solve here. Now, what do we mean by this? If you have bigger or equal to 1 in the first number, the answer it's always the power will be, then for this one, the power will be. So for remember this one, when it's bigger or equal. Now let's solve a question which is bigger or equal. So 6.98, there is no point, sorry. So there is no point. So 6980, then 0, 0, 0. If you have something like this, the power will be positive. What do we mean if the number is bigger than 1? The first number, we talk about the first number. But when the first number is smaller than 1, the power will be negative. So what do we mean by this? Let's write a question like 0.0004. This one is question number 11. This one is question number 10. So let's solve this one. If you take a look, the first number is 6, so it's bigger than 1. 6 is bigger than 1, so that means the answer, it's already, I know it will be positive. So the first thing, you're going to write the 6 and decimal point. Now, just go and count. Let's see how many number do I have until I will bring this decimal point 2 in front of the 6. So the decimal point, when we don't have it in a number, it's already in the end. So we need to bring it back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will come 2 in front of the 6 by 6 times. So 9, 8, no need to write the 0 when you have only 0 in the back, times 10 power, because we already move it how many times? 6 times, so the power will be 6 and it will be positive. Let's solve another question. Let's solve another question like 8, 2, 5, then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. For this one, I'm going to do, first step, before you're going to do anything, write 10, 8.25. So that means I need to bring the point until the last number, because we said scientific notation, when the question you change for scientific notation, we said it's 2 parts. The first part should be between 1 and 10, but it cannot be 10, it must be less. So 8 is less. Then we said you must have multiplication, then you must have power of base of 10, and we said the power, if it's negative or positive, is exactly the same thing. It's totally fine. Now we already know the decimal points is in the end, so I need to bring it back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we move it 8 times, so that means the power will be 8 in positive, because the first number, which is 8, is bigger than 1. So now let's go to the next one. That's how you're going to do for a bigger number. But what if I have the smaller number like this one? So the first thing that you're going to do, you must write this 4 alone in one side, then times 10 power something. So this number should be alone. So the decimal point will come to here. So we need to move the decimal point to where? To here. Where is it? It's already here. So how many times we move it? So count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means the answer will be 10 power negative 4. Why it's negative? Because 0 is less than or smaller than the 1. When we said when it's smaller or less than 1, the answer always will be negative. So let's solve another question. Let's see 0.008257. Now we said when we change something to scientific notation, the decimal point will stop on the first number. Why we stop at 8.257 like itself? We're going to write times 10 power, we don't know yet. Why we stop here? Because we said scientific notation is between 1 and 10. We said this number should be between 1 and 10. Then this one must be multiplication, this one must be 10 power something. Now, then if you take a look, how many times we need to move to get this decimal point to here? We count 1, 2, 3. So 3 times. So the power will be negative 3. Or you can do it by another way, this one. You're going to count the zeros. How many zeros do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the power will be negative 4. How many zeros do I have? 1, 2, 3. So the power will be negative 3. That easy. So that's how you're going to solve this kind of question in the book. Now, if you take a look, we have another question, which is like 3.24 times 10 without any power. So what are you going to do if you have something like this? So we already know when there is no power, that means the power is 1. So if someone asks you to open this one, what are you going to do? Just move the decimal point 1 time. So it will be 3, it's positive, so it will move it to right when there is no power, that means it's positive. So it will be 32.4 because the power is 1, so you move 1 time to right. Then that's it in scientific notation. That's all. Hope you understand it, and see you in next lesson.